Hey guys, it's Nobel. Sorry it's been a little bit. I was planning on posting actually this video at the end of January, but I went out of town for a few days. Then I got stuck because of snow, and ended up being away for longer. And then, sorry if the recording's a little wonky. I am videoing from my phone instead of what I usually video from, because the thing I usually video from is being weird and annoying. So today I'm sharing what I plan to read in February. I will post probably in a couple days what I read in January. But I will say I did not finish Shatter Me. I was planning on showing you guys how I annotate books and showing you different annotations I put in this book. So I will do that. However, it's because I'm doing all of that and I haven't annotated in a while, so I had to I learned how to annotate my junior year of high school. And so I even talked to my junior high school teacher and was like, hey, I want to make sure I'm saying all of this correctly, like the 3 different types of annotations, making sure I'm doing it right. So working on this book still, Shatter Me. So this will be the first book I plan to read. And then I've decided so I don't think I shared, but at some point in January I went to a thrift store and I found these 3 books. So I found Reached, which is the 3rd book of a series. Matched and Crossed is the first 2 books. And I've actually read Crossed. Funny, I didn't know this was a 3, I found Crossed, thought it looked interesting. For some reason, I guess I didn't read the fact that it wasn't the first book. And it was about halfway through. It was my 8th grade year, so I was in junior high. Read this book and was like, read Crossed and was like, oh, this is the 2nd book. So I was like, do I just read the 3rd? Do I go back and read the 1st? And then but it was also the end of the year. So I didn't really have time to read another book from the library. So ended up not ever reading the books. So I've only read Crossed. But I found it at the thrift store for a pretty good price. I do plan on reading Matched and Crossed now before I read Reached. But so I got that book. And then I got these 2 books. The Rise of Kyoshi and The Shadow of Kyoshi. So my goal is to read Shatter Me, finish this book, and then to read these 2 books. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like this month I might not read that many books. Last month I think I read 5. And then I was working on Shatter Me but didn't finish it. I think that would have been my 6th book. And but yeah, I'm feeling like this month might not be that many books because I have a lot going on this month. And then I don't really think I hit with Shatter Me a slump, but just got new video games, went out of town, then there's Valentine's Day and some other stuff happening later this month. So I don't know how much reading I will get done, because the last thing happening this month could make me read more or less. So I am getting these books. We will see if I read all of them. Here's the thing. I don't want to read just to read. I want to read to enjoy and read because I like the book. So I am not going to push myself if I'm not enjoying. It's hard because it's I want to read and I like doing these videos with you guys, but it's also I don't want to push it to where I'm not actually enjoying, and I want to comprehend these books. really like them. And specifically, I picked Shatter Me to do annotations on because I want to remember all the details so that maybe when I get the rest of the books, if I enjoy it enough, I don't have to reread the entire book. I could just maybe look at some of the annotations, look at the summary and annotations, or even just read it, just so I'm not like looking back. But I've also said that I wanted to go back and read some books. Hi, Anna. She's very whiny. That I've wanted to go back and look at some other books that I've already read and reread. So I might throw in the First Mortal Engines book. If not this month, hopefully next month, because that is something I really do want to reread that series, specifically that one, and Aragon, because Mortag came out, so I really want to reread that series too. But yeah, these are the 3 books that I plan to read in February. If I add another book, I will add the First Mortal Engines book. Honestly, I don't really see myself adding another book, though. I really don't think I'm going to read that much this month. And I've accepted saying that. I mean, that's okay. I think you should read to enjoy. That's what I plan to do. Hi, Anna. But yeah, so that is what I plan to read this month. Sorry, I feel like I had a lot to add in there and put in a lot of random information. But so I was showing that Shatter Me is, I'm annotating it, and I wanted to show you guys my annotations. If you want to, I'm thinking about possibly posting, so if you guys think it's a good idea, a video of how I annotate, like the 3 different types of annotations I use. But yeah, so please like, comment if you would like that, especially because I did learn it from my English teachers. So if you want to know how to annotate based off of that, if you want to just know how I annotate, because I know I've watched multiple people's different, and everyone has been very different in how they annotate, and I haven't seen any like the one I plan to explain. Comment down below. Please subscribe so you know when I post more videos.